Why is it that in the Demon Slayer core, only Tanjiro can use sun breathing? First, sun breathing is the origin of all breathing style. It places extreme demands on the body, far beyond what most swordsmen can handle. Back then, Yoriichi Tsugikuni tried to find a successor, but no matter how talented they were, their bodies couldn't keep up, or they couldn't match the rhythm. In the end, no one succeeded. Second, there's the historical reason. After Yoriichi's death, Muzan and Kokushibo feared the power of sun breathing, so they worked to erase its legacy, leaving its methods almost completely lost. For hundreds of years, the Demon Slayer core had barely any records of it. Most swordsmen could only learn the derivative breathing styles, with no access to the original form. Finally, there's Tanjiro himself. He practiced the Hinokami Kagura from a young age. Over time, his body adapted perfectly to its rhythm. On top of that, his heightened sense of smell helps him track each breath precisely. These are advantages others simply don't have. So the issue isn't that others are too weak, it's that sun breathing requires talent, inheritance, and the ability to exist outside Muzan's control. All these factors combined created a single user. If sun breathing had never been lost, who else do you think could have mastered it? Who hates Tanjiro the most? Surprisingly, Muzan isn't even first.
Such disregard for human life. What's so amusing about this? So tell me then, what is the weight of a human life to you?
Fourth place, Muzan. His hatred for Tanjiro stems from his fear of Yoriichi 1,000 years ago. Back then, Muzan thought he was immortal, looking down on all humans, until he met that man, Yoriichi Tsugikuni. From that moment, Muzan developed a lasting psychological trauma and didn't dare appear for over a millennia. When he finally did, he encountered Tanjiro, who looked strikingly like Yoriichi. Same earrings, same red hair, and scars resembling the markings. Without a doubt, Muzan fled in panic once again. Third place, Obanai Iguro. Even when judging Nezuko, Obanai already had issues with the Kamado siblings. Later, during Mitsuri's training, Tanjiro and Mitsuri got along very well. They shared desserts, drank tea together, and Mitsuri even called Tanjiro cute. When Obanai learned this, his anger instantly maxed out. He even raised Tanjiro's training difficulty to hellish levels. Second place, Sanemi Shinazugawa. He injured Nezuko right when he appeared, making Tanjiro instantly furious. Tanjiro headbutted him, drawing blood, sparking an intense clash. Sanemi's fiery temper was completely ignited. First place, not a Hashira, not a demon, but a simple swordsman, Hotaru Haganezuka. He's definitely Tanjiro's #1 hater. Why? Tanjiro broke 4 of his swords. That alone was enough to make Haganezuka furious. So, aside from these people, who else do you think hates Tanjiro even more? How would you rate Koyoharu Gotoge's art style? Many people know that when drawing manga, Gotoge rarely uses rough sketches. Because of that, the manga often includes very exaggerated expressions. Sometimes they almost look like reaction memes, and there are countless panels like that. But if that makes you think the art is poor, that's actually not very accurate. Even without sketches, the manga still contains many stunning panels. The characters' expressions and overall presence are still very impressive. Gotoge's style also shifts very smoothly. One panel may show a detailed character close-up, and the next panel might turn into a simple and humorous expression. That contrast actually creates a unique rhythm for the manga. Take Tanjiro in the manga. Compared to the anime, he shows a bit more of a sharp, youthful spirit. In the same scenes, his expressions in the manga often feel more varied. The same goes for Nezuko and Shinobu Kocho. They already look beautiful in the anime, but in the manga, their designs can feel even more delicate and detailed. Of course, the manga's battle scenes are relatively simple, while the animation studio Ufotable puts tremendous effort into action choreography and visual effects. Because of that, the anime presents much more spectacular battles. So in your opinion, which version do you prefer, the anime or the manga? Tanjiro defeated multiple 12 Kazuki, so why did he never become a Hashira? By Demon Slayer core standards, the requirement to become a Hashira is either defeating 50 demons or taking down one member of the 12 Kazuki. So on paper, Tanjiro clearly qualified, but the key issue is that none of his major victories were achieved alone. In Mugen Train, lower rank 1 Enmu was finished by Tanjiro's final strike, but the one who truly held the entire situation together was Kyojuro Rengoku. Then in the Entertainment District arc against upper rank 6, and his endurance was not fully developed yet. The one carrying the main pressure in battle was Tengen Uzui. Zenitsu, Inosuke, and Nezuko also played decisive roles at critical moments. Then in the Swordsmith Village arc, even though Hantengu was ultimately finished by Tanjiro, Mitsuri Kanroji was the one holding back the most dangerous part of the fight. Genya and Nezuko were equally essential. In other words, Tanjiro kept growing. Each time he was still one final step away from full Hashira level. More importantly, right after Swordsmith Village, the Infinity Castle battle began immediately. The Demon Slayer Corps simply had no time left for formal promotions. Many people already see him as someone who had reached Hashira level strength. If he had received an official title, which Hashira position do you think fit him best?